proud of myself for remembering on my own. That would have been really bad. Okay, we're going to do this again. Good morning and happy Saturday. I am so glad that you are here to join us. If you haven't been following Kisa's and my stories, well, my name is Kelly Posner, and I am a coach, and I've been a coach for just over 6.5 years. And my other host today with us is Kisa Andrews. I'm speaking for her right now. It's what I do normally, so she's used to it. She's been coaching with me for just over 2.5 years. And if you've been following our stories or don't know us at all, last night we had our very first photo shoot together, and we had such a blast. We went downtown. Fortunately, we live near each other, so we were able to connect in person, not just virtually, every once in a while, not as often as you would think, especially with all the craziness happening. We live about an hour from each other, which really isn't that far. And so we had our first photo shoot last night, and it was just so much fun. And what I couldn't help realize yesterday during this photo shoot is that not only Kisa and our photographer, who is also a customer and a friend and now a teammate, I wouldn't have known either of these ladies if it weren't for Beachbody. For this business, they were complete strangers to me. And now they are not only friends and business partners, but they are people that I get to support from afar, from near or far, every single day. And they are part of my community, and are part of they're a new part of the positive life that I have created for myself. And I honestly can't imagine my life without either of them. And so I just kind of wanted to touch on that, because it was as we were doing the photo shoot and thinking about, having this webinar today, it's just crazy to think. Kisa and she's one of my top leaders on my team and one of my best friends. And 2.5 years ago, I didn't even know she existed. I didn't even know that I could be, blessed by her friendship and our relationship. And so to think that wouldn't have been possible had I not taken this opportunity 6.5 years ago, I honestly don't want to think about that. So I just wanted to say that before we get started. But again, today we are here to share with you what this coaching opportunity is all about. And it's exactly that. It's an opportunity. When I first started coaching, tell you a little bit about my story. When I first started coaching, I was a single mom. I was recently divorced. I had a very young daughter, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. And I was a high school counselor at the time. I'm a middle school counselor right now. And I really thought that I was going to be working that job for 30 years so I could get my full retirement pension. And then that was it. Like, I had this one career. I really liked it. I loved my job, but there was no real room for improvement in terms of my income. I was on a salary schedule that every single educator was on. And I just kind of thought, this is it. Like, I'm going to do this for 30 years and then I'm going to retire, hopefully, if I have enough money. Otherwise, you have to go on beyond 30 years, right? And then hopefully have time left in my life to enjoy. And I could only travel on summers or vacations. I couldn't, just kind of live my life freely. And at that time, that wasn't a big deal to me. I didn't even know that was an option. I was like, nope, that's fine. I can travel in the summer or on spring break or on Christmas break. And, those were my days off or whatever. And that was fine. I never knew there was something more. And so when I started coaching, I honestly did it because I needed an extra stream of income. Like I said, I was a single mom. There was literally, even though I had a good job and a steady job, there was nothing left. When you're the only one, single income, there was nothing left at the end of the month. And so I strictly went into this coaching business to earn an extra stream of income. I never imagined the trajectory it would take me on and the path that I would go down and how my life would significantly change for the better. The people that I would meet, the income opportunity that I would have, and I'll share as we kind of get going into more of what I've been able to do. But my life plan is no longer that 30-year retire plan, and doesn't mean this has to be your plan, and we're all here for different reasons. But it gave me a sense of there's something else out there. I don't have to be this one track plan. There is something else for me, and I can do whatever I want. It's up to me. So when we invited you here today, we want you to sit back and listen to this opportunity just as that. It's an opportunity to do something different, to grow, to have accountability, to earn an extra stream of income, to gain new best friends. It's just an opportunity. So I hope you will go into this presentation with an open mind, and let's get going. Oh, and I gotta go to the next slide. There we go. So if you were invited here today, it's because the person that invited you saw something in you that would make a good coach, okay? We talk to people all the time, and I invite people all the time that I see something inside of them. I see the potential. I see that they would be an amazing teammate, because guess what? When you're building a business like this, we get to choose who we want on our team, okay? It's not something where we just want everybody and anybody, because like I said, we become best friends for the most, the most part. Everybody, this team becomes a family. So we are very picky about who we decide we want on our team. We want people that are coachable. We want people that are open to growth and to change. And we want people that are willing, that want to truly help other people as long as helping themselves, okay? So there's a reason why you were invited. You weren't just somebody that we cold messaged and said, hey, I want you to join my team. We are very selective, if you will, because we want somebody who we know is going to truly make an impact on their own life and the lives of other people. So what actually makes a good coach? We get a lot of objections. When I was inviting people today, and was a current tribe member, and she's literally sharing her journey on social media. She's sharing what she's eating. She's sharing her ups and downs. She's sharing that she went on vacation for the first time, camping of all places, and still did her workouts and packed all her healthy snacks and all this stuff. And she was so proud of herself. I'm like, hello, you're literally doing what we do as a coach. Literally doing what we're doing as a coach. The only thing is, you're not earning an income by doing it, And some people are like, well, I don't need to earn a side income. I don't need to do that, in order. I just love the way it makes me feel. And I love that I'm inspiring somebody. And that's badass. Excuse my language. Oh, sorry, Mallory. Forgot you're the one with the kid in the car. I'll try to keep it. I do cuss a little bit, so I'll try to keep it good. Just earmuffs. But the thing is like, if you're going to a restaurant, a great restaurant, and you tell people, oh my God, this restaurant was amazing, or your hair lady, or the eyelashes that you're wearing. I'm just saying all the things that I go and recommend those things all the time on social media, but I don't get any cut for it. I don't get paid for it. And I'm happy to do that because I love the products and I love the people, but why not? Why not? If you look at our society, what's happening right now in terms of our unemployment rates and with COVID and all these crazy things, this is the one stream of income that has not changed. It's actually only increased because of people looking for other alternatives to what they're currently doing. And so it's a lot of people go out looking for an extra stream of income when, not even when things are unstable, but just so that they always have a backup plan, right? Or a savings plan, or you want to pay, and I'm totally going off what makes a good coach, but this is where my brain's going. But I just wanted to talk about why, when we get these objections about not being coach material or things like that, a lot of people are already doing the things that we are doing, or they're doing them and they're just not getting compensated for it. So Keith is going to talk a lot about what we do as coaches in the next slide, but what I want to say is for a coach, a lot of people talk about, that I'm not good at selling, or I don't want to be salesy. If I had $1 for every time somebody says, I don't want to bug people, I don't want to be salesy, I wouldn't quit because I love this job, even if I had all the money in the world, but I'd be like a millionaire, because that is the number one thing. I said it. I'm like, I don't want to be that creepy person that shows up in your inbox, begging you to buy something. And I truly do not do that. You can ask Kisa on the next slide. I don't sell. Yes, we have products to sell, just like any other company like Nordstrom or Amazon, everybody has products to sell. But what we do, we're the reviews essentially on Amazon or on Nordstrom of the different products. We're sharing what works for us. Okay. I don't go and I don't sell anything that doesn't work for me. I don't talk about, like, or I might talk about a product that maybe I'm not currently using, or maybe a program that wasn't my jam, but I'm always going to be talking about what works and what I'm currently doing. I'm sharing the journey. I'm sharing what I have to offer, but the products really sell themselves. I'm really just sharing what has worked for me and how to inspire people to make daily changes in their life in order to see a difference. And so I don't see myself as a salesperson. I worked at the Gap when I was in college. I literally, like, when somebody comes out and they're like, oh, that look good. I'm like, oh yeah, it looks amazing. You look so amazing. Oh, you should totally buy too. Did not like it at all. I do not like being a salesperson. But I truly I don't feel salesy. I don't believe that that is what we do. I don't feel like I sell people, I share with people. And a lot of people, I don't know how many of you on here work full time. I worked full time when I started this business. I know Kisa works full time. I get this excuse with the fitness. When you're talking, I don't have time. I don't have time for a 30-minute workout. I don't have time to start a new business. The best part about this is I had to work in pockets of time when I started. Now I'm a half-time counselor, or I was being forced to go back full-time. It's going to be a crazy new world for me working full-time with my booming business, because that's what's happened over the last year. But I'm going to do it. Now there is no excuse for having no time. We find power pockets of time in our day, lunch breaks, getting up a little bit early, your commute from home, or your commute to work, after the kids go to bed at night. I used to work when my daughter napped or after she went to bed at night. Thank goodness she was young, so her bedtime was a lot earlier. So then I'd be up by myself. What else was I gonna do? I got to build something from my home, being with my daughter, sleeping soundly in her room, and still have something to be proud of. So we will help you find the time. And it doesn't take 8 hours a day to start this business. It takes finding a few consistent habits that you can do daily, in addition to taking care of you, which is what Keith is going to talk about in the next slide. But I guarantee we have time. Everybody has the same 24 hours a day of the day. It definitely is how you decide to use them. If it's important to you, you'll find a way. If it's not, you won't. And I'm going to be real hard on that one. You don't have to have a huge following. A lot of people, I'm not, or be at your goal weight, or all of these things that people use as their excuses not to get started. And those excuses are usually fears that people have that keep them from taking action. And so I never had a transformation story when I first started. I didn't actually have a typical fitness physical transformation until like almost 4 years into my coaching journey. And I still had a successful business. I still had people following me and inspired by me. I didn't even have an Instagram account when we started, and when I started, and have built that following up to, I think, over 6,500 people. Kisa's gained over 700 followers in the last 3 months by just sharing on social media, doing some tips and tricks that we teach you on how to utilize social media and gain a following to be successful. But you have to be willing, like I said in the beginning, to grow and to invest in yourself and in the time that it takes to build a business based on what you want from this business. The beauty is that you get to decide that. You don't have to. My goal now is to, because I am now being forced to go full time because they've eliminated all part-time positions in my building or in my district. And that is not what I want for my life. I've created a life where I could have worked half-time as a school counselor that I love and half-time on my Beachbody business. And I got to travel freely. I got to volunteer in my daughter's classroom. That was quickly taken away from me a few months ago. And so that's not the trajectory of my life anymore. I got my 10-year pin for my district, which I've actually worked 12. But I got 10 years. The last 2 have been only half-time, and it was broken. And I made a post about this the other day because I feel like it's a positive sign that this is literally my last year in education. My goal is to retire from education and do Beachbody full time. That is not everybody's goal. Most people want to earn about $500 to $1,500 extra a month. If they had that, they would be solid. Think if you were able to put that in savings. Think of that you were able to put that in your child's college savings account. Pay off debt. Pay your car payment, buy groceries, just pay for your products that you're using that you love, right? Everybody's goal is different. And so we help you mold your business activities around what your personal goals are from coaching, okay? The last one, and then I'm gonna stop talking because otherwise I could be on here forever, is it a pyramid scheme? We get this not as often as I used to. I feel like this was because MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, are definitely more prevalent and you see them a lot more. I don't feel like I get this question as often, but it still comes up. Especially some spouses, no offense to spouses, but there's a lot of men that think that it's a pyramid scheme or that it's just, oh, you can't make any money at that and that's a bunch of hooey and they're just gonna take all your money and run, whatever. And so what I will tell you is that this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not, or scheme. This is not a get rich quick business, okay? If you are going to invest in being a coach and whatever that looks like for you, if it's making a part-time income, just earning your products back, it's going to take time and consistency, just as in your fitness and your nutrition experience, your journey, right? Any of the quick fixes don't last. So companies that are calling you in and saying, oh my gosh, you're gonna make $500 when you sign this person. The more people you sign up, the more money you make, and da-da-da, and they don't actually sell a product or have anything to sell. That is a scheme. That is absolutely a scheme. And I'm gonna do the income disclaimer that I don't really know exactly off the top of my head, but your income is completely solely based on the work that you put in, okay? Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success different than what you do, okay? So what was I gonna say? So the only thing that you purchase, you don't have to buy the only thing you buy is what you're going to consume. You don't buy product for other people. You don't actually have any transactions of money. The only way you earn income is by bringing new people in and then teaching other people to do the same thing, and then getting them to bring people in. And so I urge everybody that wants to be a coach or try this out, you give it 6 months to a year. We are going to help you. Our job as your mentor is to help you be successful right off the bat. But in order to see whatever your specific goals, I would say 6 months to a year, really giving it a chance to earn the income that you set a goal to earn, okay? I'm gonna stop talking because I could go on this forever. I think I stole some of Keisha's points, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute myself. Yeah, she can talk forever. Sometimes I'm like this, but she doesn't. She just talks. It's fine. So, what does a coach do? So a coach, literally your number one job as a coach is to take care of you. So you are showing up, you are doing your workouts, you are watching your nutrition, you are doing all the things that you want to teach others to be able to do and inspiring others to do. So I'm making sure that I'm getting my workouts in. I'm making sure that I am reading my personal development. I am watching my nutrition. Does that mean I am perfect? Absolutely not. And in fact, I encourage you not to think that you have to be perfect or that that you have to have some skill set. You don't have to know all the you don't have to be a nutritionist to do this. You don't have to be a personal trainer to do this. Are there nutritionists and personal trainers that are coaches? Yes, absolutely, because they see the value that this can help people, not just in a gym setting, but it's another way for them to be able to help people. But that stuff is done for you. You just literally share it with other people and share how it has worked for you. And we don't want perfect people. We want people that are going to show up on social media and be raw and be silly and show their personality. And if you fail, you show that too, because people want to know that they can do this. And so it's really not about being perfect. It is about working on yourself first and showing up and sharing that with other people. And so when you are vulnerable and you do that on social media, you start inspiring people that you don't even know. And pretty soon people will be reaching out to you, asking you what you're doing or asking you for tips or motivation and whatnot. And those are the people that you can lock arms with and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. You want to come do it with me? And you can do that with friends and family, but literally you work on becoming the best you, and then you help others do the same thing. So when I started as a coach, I was not working out. I was your classic yo-yo exerciser. I'd start something, go to the gym. It'd last for a little while. I'd stop. Time would go by. I'd start back up, go for a little while, stop, like classic yo-yo exerciser. And it wasn't until this opportunity that I have found that for 2.5 years straight, I have worked out every single week, 4 to 7 times a week. My nutrition, I would say that I was always considered myself a healthy eater, but because of all the knowledge and training that we get from actual nutritionists that put together these programs, you actually learn what and how to eat to reach your goal. And I found that I wasn't eating enough. Plus you get insane recipes and you literally can work with these nutritionists, like you can get access to them, and the personal trainers as well. And so it has been literally the solution for me to keep me from not yo-yo exercising. And by me showing up and doing that on social media and inviting, friends and family and followers and whatnot to join me, at least in the fitness side, I've seen lives change. And quite honestly, that is probably the biggest thing for me is, I had an old coworker reach out to me after she was watching my journey on social media. And I hadn't even been on social media for very long, because when I signed up with Kelly, I literally told her, fine, I'll do this, but I'm not doing social media. And anyway, this old coworker, I hadn't talked to her in years. She reached out and she wanted to know what I was doing. And I shared with her what I was doing. And she dropped 6 pant sizes with one program. And she came back to me and said, thank you so much. You have helped change my life. I have not been able to drop this, and I have not been this weight since before my babies were born. And to know that you're making somebody feel good, it's not about the weight loss. It is about how you are helping people literally change their lives and live healthier and happier lives. And you can do that just by showing up and being raw on social media and giving them the same tools that you use. That's literally what you're doing. And as a coach, I can't stress it enough. Your number one job is to lead by example, and you work on being the best you that you can be. You cannot come into this business thinking that you're just going to show people these products, these programs, these nutrition things, and not do them yourself, and think that you're going to be successful. You won't be successful if that's what you think. You lead by example, you share, and you just help others do the same. And really, is that simple. And because Kelly talks a lot, I like to keep mine shorter. Just saying.
Sorry. All right. Okay. So the next slide, I want to talk to you about how to earn income. But before I say that, and I want to make sure, Kisa on the last slide, talked about how we share and that our number one job is to take care of ourselves. And you saw the transformation photos. Those are our tribe members and teammates and people that we've worked with and over the years. And this slide is going to be talking about how to earn an income and how to earn money. And sometimes it sounds icky, right? Like just talking about the money or just talking about the physical transformation. Obviously those things are amazing. And it makes the fact that you can earn an income by helping people literally change their life. is like so exciting. And the fact that you can choose essentially how much you want to earn, like the income opportunity based on how hard you want to work or how many people's lives you want to change, is even greater. But I do want to say, and this is what's always, I think, the hardest to convey on a webinar or even in through social media, is the mental transformation that comes with all of these changes, whether it's a financial change. I know that being able, like the trajectory that I've been able to change my life, and it also, you know, I don't want to take away from getting married, so I have a second income, but things that I never even thought possible in terms of traveling the world and doing these things and not waiting and retiring in 10 years. And when my daughter goes off to college, retiring, you know, like being able to, what I mean by that is being able to move anywhere we want to live and being able to still earn an income. Like those things were never on my radar, right? And so because of the work that I've done on myself as my number one priority, not my daughter, not my husband, but me, I have been able to literally change the messages, those limiting beliefs between my two ears. Oh, my ears are here. Between my two ears, that has actually been the biggest driver of all of my success, my physical success, being able to reach more and more people every single month, and which also drives my income. Okay, so I just want to, it's not, you know, Kisa talked about personal development. If you could see my office, you would see the amount of books that I have in my office. My dad, I have like 5 books on my coffee table. My dad was like, how are you reading 5 books at the time? Like, well, I'm not, like, you know, some I've actually finished reading and they're just still sitting there. But I never stopped learning, and I never stopped trying to grow and be a better person. And because of that, I'm able to help more people physically and mentally transform, and I'm able to level up my level of income so that I can live out the dreams that I never even knew I had, and also be able to give back. One of the things that I'd always wanted to do is not only volunteer my time in different things like, you know, working with troubled youth or just different things, but also be able to donate money to causes that I feel are really, really important. And I never felt like I had that opportunity to do so because, like I said, you know, 6.5 years ago, I was on a single income. Like I had nothing. I couldn't even go out to happy hour with a girlfriend or get a coffee or buy my daughter anything, let alone donate part of my income to a worthy cause that I wanted to. And so now there's also ways that I can give back that have nothing to do with health and fitness. So it just increases my ability to touch lives, and that there's not a better feeling than that, for me anyway. So getting down to the nitty gritty of how do we earn income. And I shouldn't even say this is the full nitty gritty. If you decide to coach with us and join our team, we do have a full on boot camp for our brand new coaches. And we really dive into the different streams of income, even within being a coach and the ways that you make money. But this is how we start helping people earn an income while helping people. So the first way that you earn money is by commission sales. So everything that you sell has a commission percentage attached to it. Most of the things that we sell are 25% commission. Some are up to 40 and 60% depending on what the package is that the person is starting with. Okay, so when coaches come in, we help them get started with their own boot camp, whether it's with their upline or whether it's on their own, but we help them get started by inviting people to join them on a health and fitness journey, just like we had invited them to start theirs. And when you do that, and our goal is to get at least 3 people a month that you can help start on their own journey to down the road to changing their life. And when you do that, when you hit the minimum, which we call in Beachbody Success Club, you help by helping 3 people a month get started with our challenge packs. And Keith's going to talk about, you know, our challenge pack and total solution on the next page. If you're not unaware of that, some of you might have actually started as a customer with the challenge pack, but you make about $50 for sometimes more for that purchase. And so if you're helping 3 people a month in your first month, you're making at least $150. Now that doesn't cover if somebody maybe signs up just for Beachbody On Demand or just Shakeology or some of our other products that we have, because everybody has different, like I was working with a client the other day that she's diabetic, and for her rules, because not every diabetic is like this, she can't drink Shakeology, but she loves the workout. She's going to try some of our other products based on her nutritional needs. So doesn't mean that you only have people that are buying the total solution and that this is the only amount that you can earn in that first month. But this is the goal that we try to help you reach. So going into month 2, if those 3 people that you got started, they're having success, they're enjoying your tribe, they're enjoying their products, and they continue, let's say they're on Shakeology or our performance line, which is our pre-workout and our post-workout recover. If they continue on that with their products because they love them, you're going to continue to get commission, residual commission on those products that they continue to purchase. And on top of that, if then your goal, just like every month, is to bring on 3 brand new people to help get started on their journey, you're again making that $150, at least that with those 3 new people, plus about $96. You earn about $32 and some change on just a Shakeology commission every time it ships. So it's not just the first time that they order. Every single time that order ships, you earn commission. You earn $32. On the performance stack, it's a little bit less because it's a little bit less overall cost. But every single time it ships, you get a commission. So by month 2, if you've got 3 new people, plus you've kept your old customers happy and they're loving the products, you're almost to $250 in that second month. Okay. So after 2 months, you're $400, right? $400 in the first 2 months of your business. Now you've earned back your investment, because if you started with a challenge pack when you signed up as a coach, or when you choose to sign up as a coach, it's about 140 to 160 depending on the package. You've already earned your investment back to your business. That's all it costs to start your own business. And you've already paid for your products for the following month. Going into month 3, you do the same thing, bring on another 3 new people. Not only did you hit the minimum for Success Club for the 3rd month in a row, and you've earned another $150, you've now qualified as a Success Starter, which means not only do you earn a free ticket to Summit, which is normally about a $150 to $200 ticket depending on when you purchase. And Summit is our annual conference that we would have been leaving in like 3 days to go to New Orleans this year, but it was canceled due to COVID, like everything else. And we will find out next week where it is next summer, but you'll earn a free ticket to Summit the following summer. And this is bomb. They just did this, started this a few months ago. But if you're a Success Starter, which is hitting that minimum Success Club within 3 months out of your first 6, so you don't even have to do it in a row, you earn what's called, like I said, a Success Starter. You also earn a test group spot. So one of my new coaches who joined in January hit Success Club January, February, March. And at the end of March, she was invited to the Muscle Burns Fat test group, which is crazy, going bananas right now with the launch of that program. And she was in the test group. She had one-on-one time with the trainer. She was in a test group of all these people. She was in a private face group. She lost 10 pounds and 10 inches. She got the program and all of the stuff, the bod ropes, everything before everything else, an experience that she could only describe as life-changing. We interviewed her and talked to her about that. So not only did she get her free trip to Summit, she got to be in a test group. So, which is huge. It's business changing, it's life changing. And you do that, you hit that milestone by helping people every single month. And so beyond that amazingness, you still get an income along with it. So you're bringing in those 3 new people, it's another $150. If you continue those 6 people from the previous 2 months on their Shakeology or on their home direct orders, it's up to another almost $350. So after 3 months, by just helping 3 people each month, so 9 people total, and that's just a minimum. Like I had, you know, you can, like, sky's the limit. That's the greatest thing. This is just the minimum we're talking about. So helping 9 people, you could earn almost $750 over a 3-month period of time if you're keeping people happy with their current products and you're adding people to start their journey every single month. So I don't know about you, but when I was a single mom, and I remember my first weekly paycheck was $40. We get paid every single week, which, again, as a single mom, an educator, I got paid once a month. It was literally like gold every Thursday when I would get that paycheck. I didn't care if it was $40, $100. Every single week, it was like this, like, fairy had just dropped money into my account. And it was $40 and it felt like a million. And so I don't know about you, but $750, even over 3 months time, could be life-changing. And again, this is just one of the scenarios. But we do get to earn an income by helping people change lives. I really like to focus on the lives changed, not the money earned or the Success Club points earned. Because those numbers, when we say you hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10, those numbers are lives changed. And so if you go into that with that mindset, I'm out here to help 3 people a month versus I'm here to sell 3 challenge packs and earn $150 every month, you feel less icky, less salesy, like you don't want to be, or most people don't want to be. And you're literally coming from a place of love and care to help people change their lives with the products and the programs that you may or may not be using, but we know work. We know they work. And I'm going to stop talking because otherwise I could start talking about Kisa's next slide, talking about the total solution and why Beachbody programs and products are so widely more successful than anything else out there.
Okay, so I just want to add to what Kelly's saying, like the minimum 3 people a month. There is no minimum that you have to hit. Like, you're not required to hit a quota every single month. Like, you could literally not sell anything for months and still, you know, get a discount on your products and whatnot. But like, there's no minimum quota that you have to hit every month in order to stay in this business. And that's something that I get asked a lot. Like, you don't have to buy a certain amount of product every month. You don't have to sell a certain amount of product every month. There's no minimum quota. So Kelly talked about, you know, how we earn an income, and she used the example of the challenge pack. And the reason we love the challenge pack is because it truly is the total solution. The challenge pack offers, you know, all of our Beachbody On Demand programs. So you are getting access to, I would say, at least over 1,600 workouts. There is literally something for everyone. I don't care what your fitness level is. I don't care if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, if you're intermediate. I don't care if you only love cardio, you want weights, you want yoga. Like, there is literally something for everyone. And you can, when you're talking with people, figure out, like, what are their goals? What kind of workouts do they like to do, that kind of thing. And so then you can find a program to tailor to them so that you're helping them get the most success in their workouts. Nutrition, it's huge. We all know that you can't outwork a bad diet. And so if you're trying to help somebody live a healthier and happier life, if you're trying to help somebody reach their goals, again, they get to set the goals. You just try and help them. You need nutrition. And so the total solution with these challenge packs includes a nutrition plan. And in fact, this month, which is bomb, they released it with the new MBF program that Kelly was just talking about. You get access to both nutrition programs offered by Beachbody. That means they're both fantastic, but I firmly believe that nutrition is personal, and one program may work better for another person depending on how they look at food. And so this month only, you get access to both of those literally for free in the challenge pack this month. but we also offer nutrition, and then the support. The support is key, and I think is what sets us apart from other people, because you know, you can go do a workout, you can go to a gym, you can do a workout, you can think you're doing your food, but the support that you get from your coach, and the support that you get from the community that you start to be a part of, is like something I've never seen. I will literally start crying about it, because it has completely impacted and changed my life. This community I didn't even know that I needed. And I firmly believe it is the reason why I was able to get off the yo-yo exercising train and build all these relationships and friendships. It's because of the community. It's because of being a coach that people are so successful, because when people get off track, there's somebody there to help them and encourage them to get back on track. That's what you do as a coach. And that's what Kelly keeps talking about, the tribe. We have an online accountability group that we run on Facebook, and every single one of our customers and every single one of our coaches is part of that tribe. And you build friendships, and we have been there for women through life's ups and downs. Like, this is not just about fitness, but the support is something I've never seen. So one of the reasons that Beachbody is different from other companies is because you get to build these close knit relationships, and you have the support, you have the nutrition, you have the fitness. It's literally a total solution. And quite honestly, the total solution package is usually $160 a month. This month, it's $160. You get every single access to every single program that's been released to date, plus the brand new program, plus the 2 new nutrition programs, plus you get a month's supply of the Shakeology or the pre and post workout. There's other packages as well, but also with the total solution, when you buy a challenge pack, your business fee is waived. So there is normally a $40 business fee to sign up as a coach. That is waived with the total solution. And like Kelly said, you can literally earn your investment into your business, which essentially is an investment in yourself. You can earn that by helping 3 people as soon as you sign up as a coach. And if you are military, you get, there is a monthly fee associated with coaching, which is $15.95 a month. If you're military, that gets waived. And that $15.95 a month is everything that you get from Beachbody. You get training, you get support in addition to the stuff we give. Plus, you don't have to do any shipping. You don't have to buy any product. It creates a customer list for you. There's all kinds of things. So really, we like to get people set up on the total solution to help them with their goals, because I feel like I would be gypping somebody if I just offered the workouts, because we know that nutrition goes with the goals as well. And but again, you talk with people to see what their goals are, and you find a package that's going to work with them to reach their goals. Am I doing good on time?
Yep. This is our last slide, and then we're going to leave it open for questions if anybody has any. And Kisa touched on a really good part about our community and our tribe. And one thing I feel like this presentation does a really good job of is talking about the business aspect. Kisa, would you mute yourself?
Oh yeah.
Does a really good job of is talking about really like the businessy stuff, right? And so, like I said, it's really hard to share the mental transformations that people go through, or the life changes that aren't visual, right? Like you can't see it in your paycheck, or you can't see it in your physical attributes. But the one thing that I didn't even know I needed, I have a lot of really good girlfriends. I have for a long time. Mallory on this call right now, her older sister, has been one of my best friends since middle school. And you know, so I have a really good tribe of girlfriends, but this is something like that I didn't even know that I needed. And it's not just about health and fitness. It's not just about earning an income. It's literally about changing people's lives. We just have an opportunity to do that through health and fitness, and financially, and even mentally. And so some of the things that we've done as a part of our team and our tribe, we've had one of our tribe members lost a child a couple years ago, and we raised, I think, over $1,000 from our tribe to help this mom support. I mean, like it was the unimaginable, the unthinkable. And we rallied around her. We created a whole workout for her to support. I mean, it's so much more than business. It is like people's lives. Kisa's lost several family members during her journey, and we rallied around her. One of our teammates and tribe members just lost a grandparent, and we rallied around her. We've had people have babies, and we rally around them, and we raise money to send to her for baby gifts, people that we've never even actually met in person, but we meet them online and get to know them and love them and support them and care about them. We had a tribe member and a teammate who, when the government was shut down, and she was a government worker and she literally couldn't pay her bills, we raised over $500 to send her money for groceries and pills and all of these things. Like, it is so, giving me chills, so much more than workouts, food, products, and money. And I cannot stress that enough. Oh my gosh, I just like chills. Kisa cries, I don't cry. I'm like a stone cold. I only cry at ASCA commercials or whatever, the dog commercials and animal movies. But I get chills, and it just makes me so excited. I never dreamed big. I honestly didn't. If you don't know my story, I'm not going to go into it, but I was in a very verbally and mentally abusive relationship in my first marriage. And I didn't dream, like, literally, I was like, this is my life. Like, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to work the 30 years. I'm going to have my 2.5 kids. And, I'm going to work to the bone to just be able to pay bills. And my life is just mediocre. Like, I literally had no dreams. And now it's like crazy what I believe is possible. And then I have to actually then to take the action to make it possible. And so if you have dreams, I have a dream board now, or a vision board, or whatever you want to call it. Not dream board, because it's going to happen. These things are going to happen. It's not my dreams anymore. If you have those dreams, but you don't know, you've been afraid to take action, and you don't know how it's going to happen, it's completely possible. It's within. There was a quote. Where's my book? I took a picture of it this morning that I was reading. It is completely possible. If you have the ability to dream it, it's because you believe and you have the tools to go and get it. You just have to take action. It was something like that. And so, like it says here, it's all in your hands. Whatever you want out of this life is all in your hands. This was the first picture I want to show you was last year at Summit. It was my first Summit where it wasn't just me and like one other person on my team. And it was my dream to rent a house and all of my teammates stay in one house, and we got to hang out all the time. We weren't staying in a hotel and only getting together for the different events. And it happened. That dream was a reality last year. It was even a bigger reality this year, and then it all went away, but that's okay. It was my dream to host my own annual retreat for my leaders, for the people that worked so hard to help other people. And this October, I have my first leadership retreat. Please, COVID, don't cancel it. We're flying to Palm Springs, and people are working on earning it right now. And it brings me so much joy. So my dreams are becoming a reality. These things that I've had on a vision board or in my brain for over 6 years are finally becoming possible. And it's because I believed it, or I dreamt it, and then I took action. I didn't totally believe it. That's what I've been working on in my own head. Like, why do I deserve these things? Why do I deserve these dreams that I put on this vision board? And because I kept working on myself, I didn't give up. I didn't give in. I know it's possible. I surrounded myself with people like Kisa and the other people on my team to help me know it's possible. It's happening. It is so happening. And I just want you to know, maybe coaching isn't it for you. Maybe this adventure isn't it, but there's something out there. There is something out there for you. If you're here on this call, it means, or watching this playback, it means you are looking for something. And I want you to find it and know that it's out there and it's possible, and everything you want is in your hands. Oh, and then the last picture, this was in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean, right, Kisa? I'm really bad at my.
We were off Haiti.
Haiti
is where we were off. But yeah, we were down, we earned, it was my very first trip. It was my first year. I earned it within my first year of coaching. We got to go on a Caribbean cruise, and that was on a private sailboat off of Haiti.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it was amazing. And I would have never pictured myself in the Caribbean. First of all, my husband wore hiking boots on the beach in Hawaii. So there's no way I was ever getting him A, on a cruise, or B, on the beach in the Caribbean. So I have these opportunities to travel. I'm 2.5 years as a coach. I have earned my third free trip. So this year's trip got canceled. Next year we're in Mexico somewhere. I don't know where we're at, but we're in Mexico somewhere. I don't care because it's free and I'm going to be on the beach, and I'm making my husband come with me. So this should be interesting because I guarantee you he's probably going to be wearing hiking boots as well. So it is what it is, and I can't change him, so it's fine. But the travel opportunities are amazing, and for someone like me, like I didn't get to travel a lot. I had 3 kids when I started this business, 3 teenagers. I worked full time. My trips for me were family related trips, and you can bring families on these, but this has been nice for me to be able to go and, see parts of the world where I probably would have never gone, and I earned it based on the work that I put in. So
yeah, I've earned so there's an annual Success Club trip every single year that we earn as coaches for helping people. And I've earned it every single year that I've been a coach. This was the first year I couldn't go because of COVID. Again, like I've been to the Caribbean twice. I've been to the Bahamas twice, Haiti, Jamaica, the Riviera Maya, and Punta Cana, which I never would have been. And it's just, it's incredible. And those things, yes, they're flashy and they're amazing, and not everybody earns them, because, or even if you earn it, not everybody gets to go because there's only so many people, but it's just, again, what's possible. And if you have a goal or a dream and you go after it, the likelihood of you getting there is obviously greater than if you never take action. But even if you don't hit that goal that you're going for, you're going to be so much farther along than you ever thought possible if you never started or never set that goal. So I just want to end before I see if there's any questions. Maybe there's no more slide. That's the last one. That, again, whoever invited you to this call saw something in you that maybe you didn't see in yourself yet. And you don't have to have it all figured out. I will tell you that when I started, I had no idea what I was doing. 0 idea. I can tell you, Kisa had 0 idea what she was doing. I can say that because we're best friends. And we learned together. I never stopped learning. And every single day I learn something new. I change up what I'm doing. I share it with my team. I help others. That's the beauty. And I know, and I'm going to call Keith out because she said something about failing earlier. And I was like, there is no fail. For me, and again, this was in this book I'm reading right now. It's great. It's called Everything is Figure-Outable by Marie Forleo, I think, or something like that. But it's amazing. And she said, there is no fail. You either learn and do something different. I don't find that a failure. I don't see that as a failure or a loss. Like, as long as you're trying, you're doing, and then you're learning from whatever it is that maybe didn't work out the way you wanted to, then you're growing. I don't look at failure. I feel like the only true failure is not doing anything, like just giving up or not doing anything. So, again, if you have any questions, I'm going to leave us a second for that. You can type them in the chat box or unmute yourself. But if any of this spoke to you today or resonated with you, just know that we have open arms ready to welcome you to our team. And you are never alone. You never do this job alone. And we didn't talk about all the support systems and all that stuff in here, but know that, you know, everything that you need to be successful is within your reach. So with that, again, I'm going to open it up for questions and see if we have anything. I'm going to stop the screen share.
I'm just going to call you out and say, I don't think I said failure. I said, I think fall. Did I say fall? Did I really say failure?
Yeah, we'll
oh,
go back
no.
we'll go back to the recording. I know. I'm embarrassed.
Sorry.
I'm
My
embarrassed
husband was calling. I had to block him.
I'm embarrassed for you too. Okay, so any question? I don't see anything in the chat box. Anyone you want to unmute? If you have any questions, if you don't, that's totally fine. No? Okay. And so what I'm going to ask that you do, if you're watching the recording or on live and you do have more questions, please reach out to the person that invited you. Like I said, we're here to welcome you with open arms. So let us know what we can do to support you. Should we say bye? Tell Ben. I feel like Ben's probably like, oh my God, these ladies are so great.
Yes, and have a gorgeous, well, it's 100 where you're at, right, Danielle? So she said, okay, I'd stay inside. Well, maybe not. I might go outside. I like the heat. I'm always cold, but it might be too hot. If you had a margarita, maybe?
She's in a sweatshirt. It's like 100 degrees outside and she's in a sweatshirt.
She's inside with the AC probably. So,
exactly.
Anyway.
That AC cranked up about as high as I can afford, so.
I love that. All right, ladies. Well, enjoy your trip, Mallory, and we look forward to working with you.
All right. Talk to you later, ladies.
Bye.